Assalamualaikum students, this is Ms. Rabia and today we are going to discuss the topic user interface and data transfer. The first topic we have to discuss this is user interface. What is user interface? User interface is basically how you interact with a computer and use it are controlled by the computer user interface. It also called computer human interface. A good user interface provides a user-friendly experience, allowing the user to interact with the software or hardware in a natural way. Basically, the interaction between a computer and a person and interaction between hardware and software is done by the computer user interface. Without a user interface, we cannot interact with a computer, and hardware and software cannot interact with each other. There are three types of user interface: command line user interface, menu driven user interface, and graphical user interface. All these types we will discuss one by one. The first one is command line interface. Command line interface requires users to type in command using a special computer language. It is difficult to learn all commands from different purposes. In a command line interface, whatever the work you have to perform on your computer, for doing that work you need to type the command, and definitely you need to learn the command as well. And there are a lot of work that we do in our computer, and for all the work we need to learn the command, and this is too much difficult to learn so many commands at a time. That is why this command line user interface is considered as very difficult user interface, and nowadays we don't use this. Menu driven interface. In menu driven interface, basically we choose the command and available options to perform a task on computer. In menu driven interface, you will be given some options or command written on the screen. You just need to select the command or option according to the work that you are going to perform on your computer. You don't need to type the command, you don't need to learn the command. The third and very famous user interface is graphical user interface. It is provided by Windows operating system. It is easier to use because it gives you a user-friendly environment. GUI consists of the word WIMP, Windows, icon, menu, and pointer. The most important thing about the GUI is that this is very easy to use and this is user friendly, means everyone can use it very easily and can access it. How this is easy and how this is user friendly, it totally depends on WIMP. Graphical user interface provides us WIMP, Windows, icon, menu, and pointer. We will discuss all these terms one by one that is provided by graphical user interface. The first one is Windows. Windows is the part of screen that holds its own document or messages. It can take up the whole screen and can be resized. You can minimize the screen, you can maximize the screen, etc. More than one window can also be open, definitely. The next term is icons. Icons basically are the small or the tiny pictures of any object that displayed on a screen. You can use it or open it by double clicking the mouse. Instead of remembering the command, all you have to do is to remember what the icon looked like. In a command line user interface, you need to type the command if you want to open any program. but icon is providing us a facility that we don't need to learn the command. We just need to remember the picture of the icon, and we will double click on that picture, and the program or the software, whatever you want to open on your computer, will be open. The next is menu. Menu is a list of options from which you can choose what you want to do. For example, start menu. You can see in a start menu, when you click on the start menu, you can see a lot of menus, a lot of options can appear in the start menu, and you can choose it according to the program that you want to open. Advantage of using menu in Windows is the first few menus are always in the same order. They also carry the same function. For example, in mostly software, the file menu is always first and enable you to do other things. In so many softwares you can see, like Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word you can see the file menu is first option. Microsoft Excel, the file menu is the first option, and in Notepad, in WordPad, in Microsoft PowerPoint, so they all are the software, they are having file menu as their first menu. The next term that is provided by graphical user interface, this is pointers. As the mouse is moved, a pointer moved around the screen. It is used to open any file or document in the computer. It enables you to control the computer and to choose Windows item, to select a text in document or cell in a spreadsheet. The cursor you can see on the screen, this is actually called a pointer. When you move the mouse, the cursor will move as well, and we use pointer to open anything or any document in a computer, or to select the data as well. So the next topic that we are going to discuss, this is our data transfer. Data transfer is basically the movement of any data or information from one place to another place. There are three ways to transfer the data: within a single computer, second is between a computer and other computer, and the third is between a computer and external device. We are going to discuss all these ways one by one. The first is within a computer. Data transfer from hard disk to computer memory. The hard disk is fixed inside the computer and the RAM is also fixed inside the computer. If you transfer the data from hard disk to the RAM, then it will consider as the transferring of data within a computer, because you are not transferring the data outside the computer or to someone else's computer. Data can also be transferred between software applications on a stand-alone computer. This can be done by copying and pasting, or by the software itself opening files that were created by a different software packages. You can transfer your data between the softwares, like if you have typed something in Microsoft Word and you are going to copy that data from Microsoft Word and going to paste the same thing on WordPad. So WordPad is a different software and a Microsoft Word is a different software, and you are transferring your data from Microsoft Word to the WordPad. So this is also considered as transferring of data within a computer, because both software are installed in your PC. They are not outside the PC, or they are not in any someone else PC. The next is between computers, in which we can share file between two computers when the data will be sent from one computer to another computer. So this is the way to transfer data between computers. For example, a computer student may need to transfer their work by his PC to school PC. It is necessary that data should be in that file format that can be easily read. Means you must be having the same file format as the data you received. This means the data that you have received, let's suppose you received a data in Microsoft Word format. So until and unless you will not have Microsoft Word in your computer, you won't be able to read the data that you received. So you need to install Microsoft Word in your computer, then you will read the data that you received. Unless you cannot read it out, and your data will not be understandable. The next is file conversion. File conversion is to convert a file in a format that will be readable. It is called file conversion. So as I already told you, when you convert a data in the form that will be understandable, this is called a file conversion. Let's suppose if you have got a data in PDF format, so you need to download Adobe Reader in your computer so that you will be able to read the data that you received. That basically you will convert that data in the PDF format, and then you will be able to read it out. And how you can convert that data? You need to download Adobe Reader. File compression. The process of reducing the size of a file for storage or for sending via internet. The larger the file size, the longer it takes to send. So, to minimize the file size is called file compression. The next is between a computer and external devices. Data transferred to external devices, for example, through USB, through CD, through floppy disk, etc. etc. Your data can also be transferred by using some external devices like we normally use in our daily life: USB, CD, floppy disk. We can put our data in the USB and then put out the USB from our PC, and we will insert the USB in the PC where we want to insert the data, and our data will be transferred from that external device. USB is the external device because we can easily took it out. Here are the question answers of the chapter data transfer, and here is user interface. You are supposed to do all these question answers in your notebook. Thank you so much.